Everybody, it is Noella with Propel to Digital Freedom. Welcome to my second YouTube video. And today I want to walk you through Canva. And the reason why I chose Canva as my second YouTube video is because I use it almost every single day. I use it for everything from Instagram posts to presentations like slideshows, from YouTube channel art, from PDFs for freebies, and especially for Pinterest graphics. That is what I actually most use it for. I also use it for things like this, like email headers or Facebook cover photos. So anytime I want to update anything, I make sure I do it in Canva, and Canva is free. However, if you want to upgrade to the pro version, it is $9, I believe, $9 or $10. And I'm going to actually drop a link at the comments in the description so that if you wanted to try it, you can go ahead and give Canva Pro a whirl. So I just love Canva. It's a staple in my company. We use it for everything to make sure that everything is cohesive in our branding. And that is super important to me, to have everything that looks very recognizable. So I want somebody to hit my Instagram account and they immediately know that it's me, just because of the colors and the fonts and the vibe and the voice. So I want to walk you through just creating a few different things. So we're going to create some Instagram highlight icons as well as a Pinterest graphic. And I just want to show you just how easy it is to use and a couple of the different features. So my favorite thing again about Canva Pro is the ability to upload my own branding. And so I upload all my own colors and my own fonts directly into Canva, which makes customizing everything super easy for me. And for me, that $10, it's super worth it. If I can save, an hour by not having to upload all my fonts every single time, $10 is well worth it for me. So the Canva has a lot of templates that are built into the platform. And often I'll just go in and quickly change the colors and the fonts and the text to a template. Other times I'll use it and create a custom dimensions and use it that way. So for example, with these Instagram highlight icons, which I want to walk you through right now, I have not found a template for Instagram highlight icons, but it's really easy to enter my own custom dimensions in and make them myself. So for Instagram highlight icons, that's what I want to walk you through first. And that is the little circles on business accounts that you'll see on Instagram. And that gives you the ability to save your Instagram stories for longer than 24 hours. So if you want somebody to see a story for longer than 24 hours, you can save it to your icons, your highlights. And I like to have my highlights branded, so when somebody lands there, it just looks nice and clean, cohesive, and recognizable. And so I create custom highlight icons. And I do have a couple of these available to purchase in the shop. But like I said, if you can do it for free, why not? I might shoot myself in the foot later for saying that. So a highlight icon is square in dimension. So what we're going to do is we're going to go create a design, and we're going to do a custom design. So I'm just going to put 1000 by 1000 just because I want like a nice square. I don't think with the Instagram highlight icons it necessarily matters, but the higher resolution, the more clear you're going to get your graphic. So the next thing that I really love about Canva is the ability to do more than one at a time. So here at the bottom, you can just add a new page, and it gives you the ability to just be able to edit and do all this all at once. So I know that I'm going to need 6 highlight icons. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just create 6 different blank canvases. And now what I want to do is I want to think about the different types of stories and content that I'm going to be posting on Instagram. So for example, I have a shop and I want to be able to put Instagram stories up on my account to promote that shop. So I'm going to create a highlight icon that has, the feature of a shop. So I'm going to just type in shop here, and Canva has so many elements built into it, and not all of them are free, but a very big portion of the elements and the images are free. So if you hover your mouse over, you can see the ones that cost money and then the ones that are free. So I'm going to go ahead. I just typed in search, and I'm going to find one that is free that I can use that I think will match my brand really well. So I actually just really want like a basic shopping cart. So I'm going to pick this guy. And if you just click it, it's going to show up on your canvas. So it's black, which is not on brand for me. So I want to make sure that I change the color. So if you just click onto the shopping cart, it's going to show up, and the color is going to show up here on the top left. So all you have to do is click the little color, and what you're going to see is all the colors that you have saved. So because I have a pro account, I have all these colors already put in for the different brands that I work with on a regular basis. And now that they're in, all I have to do is click it and it's just, they're right there. You don't have to go and try and dig up the color code and then put it in every single time. And you can have several different color palettes, which I really like because I work with several different brands and it's just nice having them all here. So I'm gonna just pick a color that I really love, which right now I'm really into this greeny color. And I wanna make this icon bigger because it's just so small. And I'm gonna take the corner and hold down the shift key. I'm on a Mac and just make it a little bit bigger. And what's most important though is that every icon you make is going to be around the same size. So if you click this and you just hold that shift down, you're gonna see the dimensions pop up in the bottom like right hand corner. So here we're at 770 by 770, and that's great. I just need to remember to do the next ones at the same dimensions. And if you hold down this, you're gonna see like these little guiding lines. I just wanna make sure that I put it right directly into the center of the canvas. And that's that. It's really that easy, you guys. Okay, so we're gonna go and do the next one. So again, let's think about the different types of stories that we wanna save. So I'm thinking, I wanna put on testimonial. So I think what I want to really focus on going forward in 2020 is just making sure that my audience knows the value of my course. And I have a lot of testimonials, they're sitting on my website, but I think it'll be really nice to put them on an Instagram story and save them to the highlights so that anybody can click on them and see them at any time. So for client love, you know, this is where you kind of can get creative. You can do maybe some search in the elements for people, if that's the direction that you want to head in. And then you can pick from these different options. Or because I want to call my highlight icon client love, I'm actually going to look for love and see if there's like a heart or something I can use. Okay, so again, let's look at this, the one that we did previously, because we do want to make sure that we stay on brand. So using something like this, like the word love, it doesn't match really well in my opinion. So I'm going to try and find something a little bit more like chunkier and bold that I think will go with my brand really well. I actually really like these hearts, so I'm going to click that guy, and it is free. Nice there. Okay, so it's white, so that's why it's not showing up. I'm going to pick the orangey color, my brand. So all these colors are on my brand, and they are quite prevalent on my Instagram account. So it works that I have different colors. I don't think they have to be all the same, as long as they all just kind of like really match your vibe. I'm going to stretch this out. So this particular icon isn't square, but it's okay because the canvas itself is square. I'm just going to drag it so it's like approximately like 770. So on one side, on the biggest side. There you go. That works for me. And then we're going to just, again, move it to the center. So we're right in the middle of there. There you go. All right. Okay, let's keep going. So what else can we put on here? I put on a lot of courses. So for me, I'm thinking I want to do something with like a computer, like we do online courses. And I want to have a space where I can promote my online courses and talk about them. So I'm going to look for like a chunky laptop. That sounds actually quite hilarious. Floppy disk. Maybe if I look up laptop instead of computer. Yeah, okay. Again, I want like kind of a chunky laptop. Okay. Now this one doesn't exactly line up with my brand, but I do want to show you guys what happens if you pick an icon that is more than one color. So in this case, you're going to see like a few different colors going on here, and we want to be able to customize those colors so that they match our brand. Oh, this one you can't change. Okay, we are gonna pick this guy. Nope. Sorry, Ray, can you delete all this? All right, I'm gonna look for a chunky laptop that I can use. And again, it's really important to me that we customize it and that it matches our brand. And I think okay, I can show you guys something really neat. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and pick this laptop for the education icon. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna insert an image of the course sales page into this, which is gonna be super fun. And at the same time, I can show you how to really customize it, because in this one, there's several different colors that we can change here. So for the black, I like the black. I think it works because laptops, is the color of the laptop. But we're gonna change the silver and just add the silver touches to be a little bit more on brand. So you click on the silver and we can go ahead and change the colors here. So what I like to do is, if it's like the lightest color, so for example, I just changed that very light gray, I'm gonna match it up with another light color in my palette, just so we're not completely changing the design. And then I'm gonna click on the other dark gray. So it looks like these two grays are the same color. So I am gonna just go ahead and change these two grays so that they're the same color. And I just kind of want to see what it looks like if I edit it a little. So I just did this gray. I'm gonna change this other one here to the same like gray blue toned that's in my brand. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now what we want to do is we're going to take a screenshot of my sales page and we're going to plop it right into this laptop so that anybody who goes to my Instagram highlight icons, they're going to see the actual sales page that I have, which I think is really exciting. Again, you want people to recognize things. So if they go to your highlight icons, they're going to see your sales page and they're going to recognize it from your website. So I'm just going to actually take a screenshot of this right here. And we're gonna plop it into that laptop. Okay, so you're gonna go over here on the left-hand side and you're gonna hit uploads. And you can either just drag it directly from your Finder, or you can click upload an image and it'll pull up your Finder. So I'm just gonna drag it over. A while here to load. And I'm going to take the image and I'm just going to drag it over top of this blank space here. Okay, that's it, guys. It's really so simple. And look how this looks awesome. It looks branded, it looks custom, it looks professional, and it was so easy to do. Again, I just want to check on the size of this to see if I can maybe get it a little bigger. Okay, no, it's perfect. It's 800 width. Okay, so I hope that was really easy for you guys. I'm not going to go through 4, 5, and 6 because I think that was enough for you to get the general concept of what we're doing here. You want to just literally think of the different ways that you want to save your stories, the different like themes that you're saving, and find an element that matches that vibe. And you want to just make sure that you're really on brand. And that it's really as easy as that. So what you're going to do now is you're going to hit publish. And you're going to download these to your computer. And for me, the easiest way that I found is I'll download them to my computer and then I'll put them into a Dropbox folder. And I have the Dropbox app on my cell phone. So once I upload them from my computer to Dropbox, I can then access them really easily on my phone to save them to the Instagram highlight icons. And I can show you how to upload them in another video. But for now, what I want to do is I want to show you quickly how I will take a blog post and I'll create several different Pinterest graphics for that blog post, and again, customize them. So it's super easy to do and use Canva. And again, Pinterest is the most common graphic that I make in Canva. I use every single blog post I make, I will go ahead and do 3 or 4 different Pinterest graphics for that single blog post. I just change the design out, and then I also change the text slightly, and I'll go ahead and use Tailwind to upload those to my Pinterest account. So I'm just going to download these to my computer so that I can then create another video and show you how to upload them directly into Instagram. Okay, so again, Canva has all these templates. Pinterest right here, they have so many different templates for you to choose from. And what I always do is I just make sure that I pick really like bright, light, and fun colors. Those are usually the ones that perform best on Pinterest. A bunch of studies have shown that like darker colors don't usually translate well on Pinterest. The ones that are most pinned are the like really like white, clean, simple, and like colorful, bright, punchy colors with really good imagery. So I'm gonna pick a few here that I really like. So I really like this one. And again, the add new page feature, you guys, this is gonna save you so much time. So if I'm doing a blog post, I try and do at least 3 different graphics for that single blog post. And I will pick different templates for it, but it's just nice that you could do it directly here. So I'm gonna pick this one. I really like that one. And this one, actually, this one will work really well. Okay, so just like that, we have 3 different Pinterest templates ready for us to customize. And on my website, I just recently published a blog post called 5 Myths About Being a Virtual Assistant. So we're gonna go ahead and create the graphics for that. So I'm just gonna customize, this one will be really easy for me. I always put the website URL right into my graphics. And I don't like this. And okay, so with a lot of the templates, what they do is they group different boxes of text. So right now they have these 3 or 4 different boxes of text grouped together so that they stay the same, so that you can take this and drag it anywhere. But I don't want this here, this Suave Brothers blog. I don't want that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ungroup them so that I can delete this one. And then I'm going to regroup them together. So if you click it here, you're going to see ungroup, and there you go. You'll see all the separate boxes that they grouped together. So I'm going to delete this guy, and then I'm going to click them, and I'm going to hold Shift down and then group them again so that now we can go back to moving them around and all of them will stick together with the same margins. Okay, and see, there you go, the text kind of got all funky, so I'm going to just lower the size of the font, make it a little bit, oh, that was bigger, make it smaller. Okay, but the next thing I want to do is these are not my brand fonts. So I'm going to go ahead and just take a look here. So if you click on to change the fonts, your brand fonts will actually show up here. So these are the other fonts that I uploaded. They're not my brand fonts, but they are fonts that I've used on a regular basis. And then here's my actual brand fonts. So I'm going to change the fonts on this a little bit so that it matches my brand a bit better. And you'll see it changed the way it looks, but not like too drastically. Test out a few different ones here. So let's see if, yeah, that looks good. But this kind of looks, it doesn't look really like it's not balanced. So I'm going to go ahead and ungroup them. And then again, hit shift and you can select them all and regroup them. Okay, next thing, you know, this image works really well, and this image just came with the template. But what you can do is you can go to uploads and you can upload any image. So these are the images that I already had saved, that I've saved, but you can take any images from your computer and simply just drag them into the uploads, and then you can use them in the template. So I like this image, so I'm not going to change this one, but I will show you how you can change it on this one. So for this image, you just click it, and you can take any of the images here. So I'm going to take this image and I'm just going to drag it. And just like that, you can replace it. So it's really fast. This image doesn't work really well, obviously, with this template because of this box that's covering her face. But what you can do is you can just take this box and move it around so that you can see her face, or you can just find an image that works with the template. So I personally love this here, so I'm gonna save it, and then I'm just gonna customize these graphics again, change the fonts. 5 myths about being a okay, just like see how easy this is, you guys. Okay, this looks a little funny. It looks a little off center to me, so I'm just gonna recenter it. I'm going to change the fonts because it is important to me that they are on brand at all times. Okay, so I actually want this word virtual assistant to line up with the 5 myths about being a, because see here, it's just a little shorter. So I'm actually going to highlight this. And I'm not going to be able to line it perfectly, but I could be able to get pretty straight. Okay, there you go. Perfect. And again, I'm going to put my domain URL down here. I always make sure that my domain is on all my Pinterest graphics. So I want to space it out a bit more. It's easy to see it. And then I'm going to change this pink. It's very close to my brand, but I'm going to make it a little bit closer. Okay, and let's do this one next. I like this guy, this photo. These are all my friends. And so it would help if I spelled that right, hey? Just use the font size a bit. So whenever in this example, my blog is about myths about being a virtual assistant. But what I like to do is kind of do some split testing to see which title will convert better in or in Pinterest. So in this case, I'm just going to change the title a little bit to see if this title might work better. So you want to be a virtual assistant. Let's add a question mark there. Reduce the size a bit more. 100, I want to get that question mark on the same line. There you go. And I'm going to reduce the font on this guy. I'm going to use like a darker color so it stands out there. So you want to be a virtual assistant. Okay, let's just change this pink so that it's more on brand for my company. I'm going to try green out because I already got some pink there. And there you go. Again, you're just going to hit download and you'll be able to upload those into Pinterest or Tailwind, which is what I use for scheduling out my Pinterest graphics. I like the green. All right, so I hope this tutorial was helpful for you. If you find it helpful, please subscribe to the YouTube channel because I am going to be uploading some more really good content for freelancers and virtual assistants. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And I thank you guys so much for being here and watching this video with me. Bye guys.